Hello everyone and welcome to lecture 0 of ECO 3033. This is an introduction to law and economics, and this lecture is basically going to give you a bird's eye view of what will be happening in this course. First of all, my contact details, so you're welcome to email me or call me for urgent matters, and of course also come visit if you are around campus in Darling Heights in Toowoomba, in Q Block, the Phoenix building, in room 427A. It's best to email me before you come to see me, or even if you want to talk to me, because it's easier for me to sort of block a certain time for you to discuss things. And of course you let me know maybe in advance what the issues are, what you need to be what needs to be discussed. All right, if you need help, you can go to these emails as well. Whatever it is, whether in relation to technical issues, in relation to submitting, for example, your assessments, or it has to do with finding your marks, or anything that relates to the course. We have a semester break from the 26th of December to the 2nd of January, just 1 week. And in order for you to pass this course, you will have to get at least 50 marks, but you don't have to pass the final exam, or for that matter, any of the assessments. Of course, we have two assessments, two assignments in this course, and they are worth 60 marks, and then you will find the final exam worth 40 marks. The two assignments are already available for you on StudyDesk, and there will be another final exam briefing in week 10. So the final exam, the good news, is going to be an open book exam, which means you can bring your textbook with you to the exam. And in week 10, I'll issue an exam briefing that will pinpoint to you the relevant chapters in your textbook for this exam. All right, so the exam is going to be worth 40 marks. It's going to be two questions, each worth 20 marks. The first time we offered this course was in 2014, so it's a biennial course. It's offered only once every 2 years, and last time there were only 8 students in this course. That was the first time we've offered this course, and the distribution is what you see in front of you. Most people got A's, and I think there was only one person who decided not to participate in the course, it dropped out. But the others, one got HD, 4 A's, and then a B and a C. All right, so it should be an easy course. If you have taken courses with me previously, especially the Introduction to Law 1101, you'll find that this course is a much less intense course, and it's really generally easier to get HDs and A's in this course. All right, so last time we've offered it was 2 years ago, and we got 8 students. As of today, you find around 47 students enrolled, and the next time it's going to be offered, of course, going to be in semester 3 2018. So you'll find that it's only once every 2 years, only in even years, that we offer the course. But there's a huge, of course, increase in the number of students enrolled this time around. The final exam is not going to be online, so you'll have to come in. You have to come in and sit the exam on site, and it's going to be again an open book exam, and you don't have to pass it in order for you to pass the course. After the break, around the 3rd of January, you'll get this My Opinion survey, and it's a very important thing for us to be able to improve on these courses. And hopefully at least 50% of the students enrolled will be able to assist in this survey. The resources, of course, are going to be your lectures, which are going to be recorded, and you will have the textbook, and there are online discussions. These are the forums on StudyDesk, plus the librarians both in Toowoomba and Springfield. So you can contact these people. You can find their emails, I'm sure, and you can contact them if you have any issues in relation to finding, for example, relevant references. But I quite frankly don't envisage the need for that. All the things that we're going to do in this course will come from this textbook. So everything you need, whether it's for the assignments or for the final exam, are going to come from this textbook. And if you go and look at the assignments now and just read a little bit through the textbook, you'll find that the assignments are very close to what you have in the textbook. So if you understand this textbook, or most of the textbook, it's not a very big textbook really, so if you understand the textbook and be able to discuss what comes in it in some detail for the assignments and the exam, then you will get an HD. So that's the expectation here. I just want to make sure that you understand this book, the Introduction to Law and Economics. By the way, this is the same book that they use for other law and economics courses at the top tier universities in Australia and around the world. For example, George Barker, Professor George Barker, who is the president of the Australian Law and Economics Association, teaches also courses in law and economics at ANU, in Canberra, and he uses the same textbook for his courses. So if you really understand this course, you are qualified as at the top of this field. You are able to really discuss legal issues or perform economic analysis in relation to legal problems, and able to put that in a coherent argument to provide what's known as a normative signal. So which law is a better law, that kind of stuff. You won't be able, of course, still to publish in highly ranked journals, Q1 journals like the Journal of Law and Economics or the America, for example, Law and Economics Review, etc., because you'll still need to have a good grounding in advanced mathematical modeling and statistical modeling methods. So you need to have a good grasp of mathematics and a good grasp of statistics in order for you to be able to publish in this field, or for that matter to move on to maybe higher degrees, masters or PhDs in the field. All right, but this is definitely the starting point for anyone who wants to get there. As usual, all my courses follow the Biggs model. So every time we talk about the chapters in your course book, we will look at the course objectives. This is not as much as it is in other courses, but we'll still have to identify our learning objectives for the chapter and for the week, and then link that to the course modules that we have, and then the course assessments, which is basically your assignments 1 and 2, and of course the final exam that you will have at the end. Again, a midterm break for 1 week from the 26th of December to the 2nd of January. The teaching method is called Heutagogy. You can Google that. It's actually an Australian method from the Southern Cross University, and it basically says that it's self-directed learning. So it's really for adult students who are able to time manage themselves. So everything is open for you from the very beginning, and then you are expected to pace yourself depending, sort of build this around your own daily routines and the demands of your jobs or whatever else. All right. The teaching method is going to be lectures. So in this course, definitely we're going to emphasize the examples that you see in your lecture, in your textbook chapters. So we're going to go through those examples in detail, because those examples will be the building blocks for your assignments and the final exam questions. So the teaching method again is going to be lectures. It's going to be legal method, legal theory, and it's going to be mostly textbook. If you go on StudyDesk, you'll find that there are other references, but these are just facultative. You don't have to actually go and read these other articles or papers. But if you do, and you're interested in really going deeper and going further in this field, then by all means let me know, and we can sit down and talk about all of the other things. I have a great passion for this field of knowledge, law and economics. So, but for everyone else, really, it's just the textbook chapters. So there is no really practicum in this course, although as I said, what we will be doing in lectures is to focus on the examples given to you in your textbook chapters, because those are the ones that are going to be relevant to the assessments. Let's have a quick look of our StudyDesk on for the ECO 3033 StudyDesk. All right, so this is what we have on our StudyDesk. It's supposed to be now open for you. So for example, if you go to assessment tab on the left hand side, you'll find both assessments are now available to you, assessment 1, assessment 2. You can also get everything from the course activities page. So you can go down a little bit further, and you'll find that the assignments are given to you here, assignment 1 and assignment 2. And then we start the curriculum, basically the syllabus, from the 14th of November. So this is the readings for week 1, and you'll find that this is what you are expected to do from your textbook, chapters 1 and 2. For the next week, it's going to be chapter 3, and the week after, we're going to continue with the same reading. Chapter 4 is going to come on the 5th of December, and so on and so forth. And then there's of course the break, and then we continue on until we get to the 22nd of January, from the 16th to 22nd of January, and the last week is going to be revision exam briefing, and that's where you'll find some relevant material there for previous exams, for example, and the exam briefing for the semester. That's a very important document, the exam briefing. You need to really look at it and understand which chapters are going to be relevant for the exam. So when we get to the exam, you will not have to read the whole book or revise on the whole book. We're going to narrow that down to the relevant chapters for the 2 questions you will find in the exam. Alright, so that's our quick study desk tour, and with that we end this lecture. And hopefully our lectures in general are going to be around 30 minutes per week, or sometimes if there's more, then we'll split them into parts, part 1 and part 2. And again, it's going to be always focused on the chapters prescribed for the week, and in particular going through the examples in the chapter. So if you are able to do that on your own, or maybe better even if you do that before you read, before you listen to the lecture, that will help you understand even better the material that's being discussed in the lecture. Alright, we'll leave it there, and I will be talking to you again soon.